Some call it shocking and outrageous. A marquee outside a West Asheville bar is stirring controversy. That and what city law allows are the subjects of tonight's reality check. News 13's Frank Faboni joins us. Frank, can you say what's on the sign?
Well, I can tell you, Darcel, they're the names of bands that play at the auditorium tonight. Let's just say those names contain profane language some neighbors find offensive.
It's just not appropriate.
The auditorium on Haywood Road. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Not really.
Is shaking things up with its questionable sign.
They definitely have an eclectic mix of music, that's for sure.
The bar put the names of performing bands that contain profanities we can't show on TV, but you get the idea.
They definitely tend more towards like punk and the louder music, a little heavy metal, which hence the names.
People with kids walk by here daily.
The owner of Nona Mia Italian Kitchen across the road says she's running a family business where her workers who see the sign through their front window are offended.
I understand they need to do business, but something like that, that's that offensive, that's right out there on the street is just, for lack of a better word, somebody wasn't thinking.
But the partners in the Oddities bar say they're simply the names of bands and protected by free speech.
I have to admit that might be one of the worst I've seen.
The owner of the Altamont Brewery, also across the road, agrees.
I think they got the right. It may offend some people, but I don't think you can please everybody.
In an emailed statement, the Oddities partners say the auditorium is a music venue bar that prides itself on freedom of expression. We are very excited to have such talented queer musicians playing at our venue tonight. Yoli Affatato believes the city, which regularly cracks down on all kinds of signs, ought to be able to do something about this.
I would think so. It would never happen downtown.
I visited Asheville's Development Services offices, which oversees signs, and showed it to the interim director.
I think in this case it might be a question of free speech.
Shannon Tuck says city ordinances don't address content.
If it's a marquee sign, we have no control over the content on the marquee.
Late today, the auditorium agreed to make a slight adjustment to the marquee out of respect for their neighbors.
It does affect all of the rest of us in the neighborhood.
That show is tonight, so the sign that went up sometime over the weekend shouldn't be up very long. The slight change they made was replacing the letter U in one of the names with an asterisk. If you have an idea for a reality check, you can write me here at realitycheck@WLOS.com.